Okay, so those who have network issue with Zoom, you are welcome to enjoy session live on YouTube. Hope that is also there on our side to make it available. You can replay a game over and over and over again, right? Now, I want to talk about Nigeria. Who is from Nigeria here? Any Nigerian in the house? Please raise your hand and talk to us. Any Nigerian here? Anyone from Nigeria? Okay, Johnson, unmute your mic. I want to hear from you. All right, so talk to me. Unmute your mic, Johnson.
Okay. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, what is the economic situation in Nigeria?
Good evening. First of all, the economy of Nigeria is kind of down, but because dollar is beating naira back to back. As in today's rate, I checked was over 1,800 and something naira. So it's kind of something else, and the fuel scarcity also is another issue. The economic system here is down.
Okay. When was that? When we started the class also, I said very soon it will pass 2,000. Were you in class then?
Yes. I was in class. That was Monday.
That was Monday. So don't be
Yeah.
surprised when it gets to 5,000. All right, thank you.
Probably it will get maybe or maybe not.
Yes. Um, all right, thank you so much. Now, I want you guys to just get the update from a Nigerian so that it will not be like I am telling the story. Okay. I remembered when Naira was 660 against the dollar. But then let's rewind back a little bit. Let's go back to somewhere 2020. My last visit, oh sorry, my second to last visit to Nigeria. Naira was around 230, 330 per dollar. Okay. And that same Naira is over thousands of Naira and it's still climbing. There is something wrong somewhere. Now, we are all traders. As far as you are here for the third time, I can tell you for a fact that you are a trader. Let's come to the reality. Okay. Now, over here we are looking at gold, United States dollar. Okay. An asset that disturbed majority of you, and then the stories are on its own. Now, today is Friday, and it's about let me say 5 hours back. So that'll be 1 p.m., 2 p.m. in New York. Okay. And look at how bad the United States dollar is. Very bad. Like it's weak. Okay. It's weak means that gold is buying against it. Let's come to GBP USD. Okay. Great British pounds and United States dollar. You can see for the fact that even at this area, there is like we don't know if Great British pound is performing better than United States dollar. Let's come and look at um, United States dollar versus Swiss franc. You can also see that it's a little bit lagging here. Okay. Now, it also based on what is determines the movement of price. Let's come and check it on Euro USD. Now, the whole of the day, the whole of the period, the whole of today, United States dollar couldn't do anything much. Yesterday, it couldn't do much when there were two major fundamental data available, right? Now we can keep going and looking for assets. Let me talk about Australian dollar versus United States dollar. Let me go to a bigger time frame. You can see that even this one, United States dollar, is still not performing. My question for you, Nigerian, what do you think made Naira to be so weak when against the dollar? How is the demand created, and then how is it managed by the supply? Well, if you are listening to me now, what you should just understand is very simple. When the fundamentals are wrong, the interest rate will expose you. We borrow it from Ghana. So, as a trader playing the financial market, you need to try to understand these things. And then when you understand these things, you position yourself for it. That's the truth. For instance, when 2021, somewhere around November, October in Ghana, October, November, December in Ghana, we only see uh, a rise. Our exchange rate to dollar moved straight from 6.5 straight with high speed bullet train to about 13. Then we hit around 15. So somewhere around 2022, December, it pushed down a little bit to 11.5, then steadily climbing up. You never get back to 6.5 yet. Well, I don't know how the demand and supply will be managed for us to see it there ever. But let's see how it goes. And what do you need to do? When it gets to this stage, in most cases, you will see politicians and all of them, they try to block some areas of businesses. That's actually not creating a problem. Like I heard a speculation that Nigeria banned cryptocurrencies, then they bring back cryptocurrencies, and it's still circulating in banned cryptocurrency. That will not solve the problem. If they ban cryptocurrency, what will happen is that people have other loops that they will still purchase cryptocurrency. So the most important thing is, how do you know the cost? So as a Nigerian, that is what you should do. And the interesting thing too is this: as far as more dollar is required, and then there is no proper liquidity measures control the movement of the asset, definitely one will be weaker. So if United States dollar is the base currency, you need to see the chart going up, 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 because there is more demand for the United States dollar. What do you need to do? You, as a citizen, a very good citizen for that matter, find means and ways you can import dollar to your country. Ghana, Nigeria, South Africa, Kenya, Uganda, anywhere you are in Africa. Now, when you trade or you start trading with $20, $50, $100, make sure you learn the skill well. Now, when you learn the skill well, what happened? Instead of you losing money and be depositing, you'll be withdrawing money. Okay. So instead of you with depositing because you are losing money, you would rather be what? Withdrawing money. So when you are withdrawing money, what does it mean? It means that you are bringing in dollar to take your local currency. So if 100,000 youths in Ghana, okay, this is one concept of Dream Deal Academy, all right? 100,000 youths in Ghana are actively trading, okay? and then they are making like $10,000 or $1,000 each month because they somehow take time to understand the concept of trading. And then they deposit only $100. Then that $100, they are making money. Maybe they grow it, they grow it, they grow it to $10,000. And they get to that point where they make $1,000 monthly. So $1,000 multiplied by 100,000 youths, which we can get in Ghana so easily. We can get it in Nigeria like a twinkle of an eye. We can get it in South Africa. We can get it in Uganda. We can get it in Rwanda. We can get it in Kenya easily. It means that those 100,000 youths are importing $100 million monthly into the country. So because they are importing $100 million into the country, people they will need Naira to spend. They will need CDs to spend. They will need Rand to spend. They will need shillings to spend. Because of that, that 100 million will be putting pressure. The equivalent of the Naira or the CD or whatever local currency you find yourself, it will be putting pressure on the dollar. So the dollar will keep going down. Why? Because our country is importation-based country. Then there are some ways that mitigating happen and then it's affecting the dollar. So somebody needs to bring fresh dollar into the country. And you as a youth, instead of you going to betting and gambling and going wayward around, you grab this school properly and help your country. You don't expect the government to do everything. I'm sorry, the bitter truth. So if I were you, I would take trading serious. I will learn it. I will personalize it and try to teach someone and teach someone and that person teach someone and that person teach someone so that 1 million Nigerians will be making good money from the trading market so that you are bringing over $1 billion into your country. And then interesting thing is that it will be hard for a typical Nigerian to now take back that dollar, go and spend in Paris. It will be very difficult. Some of them will want to just move to Ireland. Some of them will want to move to a different city and live good life. So they will spend that dollar in the country. I don't know if I'm talking to you, but sometimes we need to take responsibility and start fixing it by ourselves. All right? So learn this skill properly. Go and learn some skills on YouTube. Go and adapt some skills and be doing what's the name? Uh, 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 TikTok and generate income so that there will be inflow of cash or inflow of dollar. Guys, without this, $1 would definitely become 10,000 naira one day. There is nothing you can do. When you and I look at the indicators properly, if you go and take Ghanaian CD, I actually started dealing with Ghanaian CD or dollar, which I bought before back in 2018. That dollar is sleeping in the account. I never touch it. And that dollar was 3.25, 2018. So if that same dollar, that was 3.25, 2018, is now 12.13, are you telling me that the probability is high that you will ever see Ghanaian CD to dollar at 3.25? Be truthful to yourself. Okay? Be truthful to yourself. And when you are truthful to yourself, what you need to do is to seek for knowledge and its application. and understand money and understand the flow of money. So please, my Nigerian people, the worst case scenario is that Naira will drift to somewhere 1,200 and be hovering around there. And please, you just have to find way to adapt to that lifestyle because we are your seniors in Ghana. Uh-huh. If we start doing calculation right now, you guys will understand that life is more expensive in Ghana than Nigeria. Because in Ghana, the first problem we have financially is they redenominated our currency. That is the first problem. That is the first problem. So after the redenomination, whatever that used to be a tiny amount has become a whole amount. Like we are almost drinking a sachet water in Ghana, $0.5. Almost $0.5. But when I come to Nigeria with $0.5, I can eat some egusi and eba. Like joke. All right. So learn this skill properly and help yourself. If you feel the Forex will not be good for you, go into content, create something, and import dollar to your country. My free advice to you. If I meet any politician today and they said I should give them one word, I will say, politician, provide a platform for me so that I will teach 1 million people to earn in dollar and spend in your country. Problem will solve. Okay? Now, when you learn this skill, it's applicable everywhere. Right. Now, let's get to work. Let me show you guys a few things, and then we kind of let me close this. Then I'll show this. So, a lot of people were crying today that they lose their money, they blow their account, and the rest. And I also traded today, oh, but I didn't blow my money. And that's the difference you will get based on who is training you. Why? Because a friend of mine would tell you that the market is not for your father. Sometimes you pick what you want and leave. Don't, I'm not advising you to do that, but in a real situation, one skill I love in trading and I developed at the end of the day is what is my eye seeing and how is that thing that my eye is seeing communicating to my brain? So I call it observation. Many people see, they just see, you know, some of them go a little bit to watch, okay? But observation becomes the biggest problem in our real life. There are some of you right now, you'll be walking and somebody will drop $1,000. You won't see it because you are just walking, seeing, you are not observing. If you want to become a trader, professional one, and be take control and edge over the market, I'm going to advise you to develop what I call observation skills. Indicators, support resistance, demand supply, uh, uh, all those stuffs. They are just to give you a clue what happened in the market. You can be institutional trader, whatever you call yourself. Now, when you climb with it properly, you will get to that area of life where you will know what is going to happen in the market and adjust to it quickly. So please write this website down. Type it in the chat box so I will know that you've seen it. Okay. It's called finviz.com. Finviz.com. Right? I want to be sure you've seen it. Write it down in the chat box. Thank you, Emmanuel. Now, please, anytime you are trading, okay, and you are confused, I've been there, okay. I've been using this website, been helping me since 2019. Okay, please just come here and then click on Forex. Okay, when you click on Forex, just stay here. Once your internet is super fast, it will be updating automatically for you. What this means is just very simple. This is United States dollar, right? So at this particular point, Great British Pound is 0.13% stronger than United States dollar. So if Great British Pounds count before United States dollar, what should you expect? You should expect the market should be going up. Simple. It is not 100%, but it gives you some level of ability to know things that are happening outside your chart. All right. What you are seeing on your chart. But you are not watching, you cannot be watching BBC, you cannot be watching New York Times, you cannot be on Bloomberg, you cannot be on all the media houses at the same time. Okay. And you don't know what is happening in Australia, you don't know what is happening in Japan because you cannot be on those websites at the same time. So those ones create sentiment around. And then there is an algorithm. That algorithm look for who is buying, who is selling, who is buying, who is selling, who is buying, who is selling, and then put them together to develop the sentiment of the market. So when you know the relative strength performance of the United States dollar, okay, which happen to be a layer of controlling mechanism for price movement because of the time they wake up and then the effects or the dominance created by the dollar, right? That is why if anybody will lose money, they lose it big time in the United States market between 1 p.m. UTC to somewhere 8, 9 p.m. UTC. Why? Because there are a lot of accumulation. Everybody wants to. The people who anticipated to sell gold today, they are plenty than those who anticipated to buy gold. Now, if you are trading crypto hybrid, come here and check yourself. So at the moment, Bitcoin Cash is 1.70% higher or greater than the United States dollar. And you are selling Bitcoin Cash? Wrong. You can do it for futures, you can do it for insiders and then develop portfolio, you can do it for stocks and understand what is happening in the space. So these are tools you need to have at your fingertips. Now come follow me here. Today is Friday 23rd, and there is no major news for Australian dollar. Even the FMOC member who last speak, they didn't hold it. So because of that, this could have created some volatility in the market. So it couldn't create it. But then somewhere around that time, we saw price dropping. And before that price drop, it was kind of a push-up, right? So let's go back to the chart. It's kind of a push-up. So this was the push-up, right? Now, I witnessed the movement of the price. And then when it gets to somewhere here, I was watching carefully. I'm not trading. I was watching carefully to see what happened. Now, those of you who picked trade yesterday, we gave a sell signal somewhere this area. The market dropped all the way here. Did not hit take profit. Okay, we had take profit 1. So if you are chasing take profit 2, which is 2,000, right? That one is not me, okay? Because we give you different methodology or different approach to describe your exit strategy. So if you don't have an exit strategy, then I'm sorry, you've hit stop loss. Right. Now, those who took the new sell here, this new sell, we are expecting it to react to this zone. Okay. Then price push out back to this zone, right? Now, because there is something called observation. As I'm in the trade and I'm observing the trade, I will then look at what speed. Okay, let me zoom out a little so you can see this 15-minute time frame, one of the best time frame to be able to dissect the market and figure out how things are going and make some cool decisions for yourself, right? So we can see that price could not enter the zone. Okay, my students will understand that, right? Especially those who stay in for a very long time. I love the zone. So price could not enter this zone. That's question number one. We were already in a sell here. And then this zone was broken. Okay. And everything here looks like the dollar is losing momentum. Then there is this push down. So this push down, a lot of people will enter a sell here. That is trading for you. Don't blame them. So a lot of people will enter a sell here. But then some of you receive a sniper entry at this area. So you've already got about 80 pips down. What do? You quickly break even if I did not tell you. Right? So what I did was that I was kind of going somewhere, okay? And then I was like, I draw the zone, and I was like, this zone will become a problem. So I break even for my trade. I close it totally, right? I close it totally. So I just pick some $2 on $100 account. That's reasonable, 2%. Okay. So after that, this is not an engulfing candlestick, but based on the trend of the market, we can consider it an engulfing candlestick, but it is an institutionally funded candle, all right? Then the market start pushing up. Break this structure and break and get here. Now over here, a lot of people will see this to be what evening star. So a lot of people enter a sell here. Plenty sales are already here, and then their stop loss already kicked out. All right. But then the evening star is not confirmed. The evening star is not confirmed. So this is what went wrong when it comes to those of you who did a copy trading. Your copier entered a sell somewhere here and market move all the way back here, come back here, and he refused to break even. Nobody trades like that. There are sometimes you have to give up. There are sometimes you have to give. It's not about fear. Now, even if you won't give up, you got an entry somewhere here. The market goes against you and then push down. As you are watching the chart, this is a morning star. Beautiful setup here. Beautiful, clean setup here. What are you selling for? Okay. Now, as you follow us, we are going to show you the way, and you can tackle the market the best way you can, right? And these are things that you need to understand. Now, I did not give the buy here because the way market was running at that time, okay, it also looked like, okay, we know sometimes the New York session, sorry, the London session creates a break of structure, right? So if you applying that method, we can see that this is a level. Okay, we can also see that this is also a level. So the structure is broken. Now, when the structure is broken, what do you expect? You expect a quick reversal, all right? Now, if the quick reversal happen and the market is changing direction, then it means that somewhere around 60, 61.8, 50.0 on the Fibonacci level, the market will change direction, okay? So instead of holding newbies or those who are new to the market, just have to let that movement go, right? Now, when you come to this point, you can see that price moves from here to here. Okay, so definitely there will be a correction. Now, if you don't know how to trade and you even enter a sell here, you will make money. The problem you will face is that you wouldn't know where to put your take profit. All right. Now, you're going to have all this skill at the end of the day. So if you put Fibonacci on this, you realize that this will be somewhere like 38.2. Okay, market test 38.2. Now, if you understand Fibonacci number and then market testing 38.2, you know that the trend is strong, when the market is trending. Now, okay, this is what goes wrong, and correct yourself. I have closed in break even and I'm safe, right? So what I have to do is that on Monday, I'll still look into the market and then get a good entry. How much I want to take, I get it safely. I'm out. Very simple. You don't have to struggle around it. Okay. So when the market is moving, please observe it. Now, please, if you are starting trading, I will advise you to play with currencies for now. Okay. Euro USD, the soft ones, the ones that can handle you a little bit soft touch, not the gold type, very volatile. In 15 minutes, it's moving like 50, 100 pips, and you get confused, you wouldn't know what to do and stuff like that, right? So this is what happened. And we're going to break it down as the class progresses, and it will help you develop that psychological approach. Was it? Are you learning? Please in the chat. Let me brief a little by asking you if you are learning. Now, how to protect yourself in the market is sometimes you don't have to trade for the money. Mark, I need money. Yeah, I know. I need a lot of money. I want to make $1 million. You cannot make it a day. So what you should put forward, this trade, how much am I willing to lose? This trade I am entering, how much am I willing to lose? Stop loss is the most important aspect of trading. The risk to the reward. You can never, if you can't go and say reward to risk, it's risk to reward. Now, when you after the money, you will get angry because you lose money. But when you are after the skill, you will definitely try to understand what goes wrong. If you are after the money, the wind will enter your brain. You're after the money, the wind will enter your brain and you'll be so excited. Then the next decision will go wrong. I think the only time I felt excited trading again for a very long time is let me show you guys. Um, this 1 hour time frame. I'll show you right now. Today I'm using MetaTrader 4. The only time again for a very long time I traded and I was excited was this entry. Because at that time the analysis went so well and the market gave me a very beautiful drop quickly. That's the only day I was excited. I was like, it's like I got it, that movement. Right. So aside that, it's nothing really to win trade. Okay. Now, when you win the trade, you need to understand why you win the trade. And when you lose the trade, you need to understand why you lose the trade. Now, I said go here. Let me teach you guys something quick. The original approach of market was here. Okay. Even though it kind of descended, right? Get a trend line. Okay. Let me make it big a little. So this is how you use the tools as well. Let me give it a different color. Let me make it a little bit thick. 2 pixels will be fine. All right, great. So market is kind of descending, no problem. Correct movement. And then we also have little bit down, straightening down, lower lows and stuff like that, right? So this move here, the question is that if it is not fundamental, will it go lower than this point? Psychology in trading. Now, if it is not the fundamental, that is a question. Maybe it could just drop to somewhere here if it is technical and play around here for a while and break structure. Now let's extend this line down. Okay, we are going to extend this line down, right? Now, we could also extend this one down, okay, just for education purpose, right? Now, when you extend, as we extend this line down, you realize that after the news, the market couldn't pick up immediately. Then this market creates something very interesting called cup and handle, right? Let me show you. So we have it like this, and we do it like this, and we say it's cup and handle, confirming an uptrend, giving you a different zone, hence the market get back to its feet. So at this particular area, um, so at this particular point, oh come on, let me draw this. This particular point, we can see the market is bounced back. It has bounced back to what? Its original place. So this area is based on fundamental decision. Now, as the market bounced back to 8 feet again, what are the key levels? These are the areas the market actually. So those who actually make a sell decision here, they are not wrong. Now, what next? Okay, that's the question. Market is now targeting this area. So if I want to do anything on Monday, I'll wait patiently for price to push into the blue line I drew. Let me change the color. So I'll use it for example and reference. Okay, so I'll be waiting for price get into the white line, the white zone, right? Before and when it gets to the white zone, I will be waiting patiently, okay, to see what candlesticks will it give. Will it give me bearish engulfing candlestick? Will it give me pizza tops? Will it give me a rejection candle like inverted hammer? Will it give me maybe candlestick patterns or patterns, right? So if that starts happening around here, then I'll be waiting patiently to see what happens. Now, is there a probability of market selling at the current price? Candlestick has already closed above the current price. So if you even sell at 2038 now, you definitely need to know that price will enter a little bit above 20. But then, if in the week, let's say market open, and then price push back to this area, I'll be looking for what? Other reasons. Is it going to give me bullish engulfing candlestick pattern and the rest? And then I'll go for a buy. This is how you draw possession. Now, it means that as resistance zone has been converted to what? Support. And that is not yet done, right? So if that happened, we'll be seeing price play around with this area before deciding where to go, right? So a lot of people will gamble around here next week. For Monday, they will win trade, but the technicality and the psychology behind it is what I'm telling you. You need to grab that, right? Now, another thing you should always understand as you grow up and then you'll be taking charge of the market is when the market is moving, try to understand what it will do and then know what time frame to be on. For instance, the time I was looking at this market exactly when it was returning up, I saw the move on 1 hour time frame. It never makes sense to me, right? Because if you are seeing a 1 hour time frame, then this will be an engulfing candlestick and a confirmation. Then you buy from here. Now, at that time, when you buy from here, there's quick reversal coming up, giving you a harami. You'll be thinking that the market is going to change direction to continue to the downside, right? But then, if you pick it from 15-minute time frame, which is this, you can see that there is a pin, which is my friend. And after the pin, we have a Marubozu candlestick putting all together, giving us a rising star formation. And then looking at it, the bullish Marubozu almost swallowed the previous candle, meaning that there is a clear rejection here. And that clear rejection gives a buy. So it is going to be easier to get an entry on the 15-minute time frame than when you are on the bigger time frames. Okay, so whether you like it or not, top-down analysis. Now, on the 4 hour time frame, all those things that happened, call them morning star formation come together to form this rejection candle as hammer, right? So yes, hammer formed here. Why then are you selling? That's a question everybody will ask you. But then somebody who is looking at 15-minute time frame or 5-minute time frame will be looking at the multitudes of rejections here, expecting a quick reversal here, maybe a correction or a pullback before the market continues, right? So technically, this market is accurate, just that the momentum was huge, right? The momentum was huge. So if you have a question, you can be dropping in the chat box and I'll be um giving you heads up around it, and we take it from there. So this is how you should look at the market. Now I give you the tools. Forexfactory.com helps you know the sentiment ahead of you, then how you can position yourself. Now, when there's a fundamental data against you, when there's a fundamental data against you, and then you are looking at um, um, the fundamental informations, you will definitely need to come to the realization that, hey, this is what I need to do, this is what I want to do, and then prepare ahead. When you prepare ahead, it only helps you to know what you are doing. Are you okay with the stop loss? Are you okay with the TP? You want to break even and minimum, right? Now, let's come to trading view where I do my analysis mostly. Let me show you a few stuffs. Now, I love lines, so don't worry if you see too many lines. They are my friend because as the market is moving, I keep updating it. Now, previously I have a zone here. Expect, yeah, I have a zone here. Then we have a market descending. Okay, so it's giving us a descending element. And then we have a megaphone. So when there's a pattern called megaphone, we're going to break it down, right? So we have a megaphone that opens and give you a bullish. So basically, the sell within this zone happen to be a correction. So you can see that there's a confluence effect for a bullish move after all. Okay, there's a confluence effect of a bullish move after all. So at the end of the day, if you're looking at this 1 hour time frame, I love my lines. I don't know how I draw them. I spot them. I'll tell people that it's not about drawing a beautiful line, but the psychology behind the lines, right? So when we break it down to 15-minute time frame, you still get accurate information. Now over here, where the white line is 2016, happen to be an important area. That's why you're able to see that impulsive movement. So if there were to be a fundamental data, probably the fundamental data could have typed 2021 briefly before pushing to the top. Now, these are the areas where your calculation will fail as a trader and the market will beat you a little bit, right? So these are two things you should take into consideration. Is that okay? Now, if that is okay, let's start based on how you can navigate yourself around the C trader, right? Because some of you will be trading on C trader, then some of you will be interested in a copy trading platform, especially you want to copy my trades and all those stuff. So I'll glance through quickly, right? I'll get a special session where we're going to break it down fully. Okay, we're going to break it down fully for you to understand what's happening, right? Now, this is my practice account, not real. Okay. And this is the back office. We have a video on this, so if you miss that session, you can please go to YouTube and watch it. Now, so when the market starts moving from here, 15-minute time frame, everything is the same. So correction, all right, and then continuation. So correction, continuation. And the correction validates a structure that was broken as usual. Now, with a C trader, it also gives you sentiment, right? So, like I was telling you, a lot of people anticipated a sell, right? So 74% of clients account with open position in this symbol expect price to fall. So 26% of clients account with open position, they actually go for a buy. So that is what determines sentiment at the end of the day, right? And just that to tell you, if you lose $100, you are crying. Somebody probably lose $1 million at the end of the day, right? So it's trading. What do? You come back to the market and fix whatever you didn't do right, then you are good to go. Now, when you are trading with C Trader, you have access to what? The calendar event, right? You have access to the calendar event once the market is moving, right? And then you have access to the sentiment or the speculation. So today is 23rd. Is it 23rd? Yeah, so um, gold price to end week higher, capitalize on dip in US Treasury yields, Fed remarks. So this sentiment, what effect do you think it will have on the market? As it Euro USD spin in place amidst quiet Friday wrap-up. What does it mean? All JPY price analysis, buyers hold sway with hints of increasing sell-off. So when you are trading with this platform, all right, just a chatting software, if your broker actually integrate it for you, it means that you are having access to these data as you are trading, right? Then we have a little bit of not a financial advice, but a little of push up to tell you what the market is doing and what to expect and all those stuff like that. So there are some times where in a real cases you will come and then this market, the whole system will project um what they think market will do for you, right? Don't just make a decision with it, but you can get a clip from it, and then that can influence your decision you are making at the same time. Now, it also helps you know what session you are trading, right? So currently, what is the session we are trading? We are currently trading the New York session. So even if we are trading New York session, all other sessions are off, and United States dollar is still weak. That should tell you that something is really, really wrong somewhere, or the dominance is pushing to the downside, and market is the other assets are taking over the United States. So, um, few hours to come, market will close. Today's Friday. Then there's a time where the Wellington market open. There's a time Singapore market open. There's a time Tokyo open. There's a time Frankfurt open. There's a time London open. There's a time New York open, and it goes that way. Now, each market that is opening and closing, there is a reason. There is something to look out for, right? So when you are trading here, it also means that you have access to those informations at the same time. You know exactly when this particular market open and you know exactly when this particular market kind of closing, right? So these are a few things I want to share with you today, and we will continue on Monday, right? So on Monday, we'll go into patterns, and you know the patterns we have in trading, then how to use them. We have reversal patterns and we have continuation patterns. And when do you need a continuation pattern? What can happen that there will be a reversal pattern? Somebody will ask, Mark, do you have a reversal pattern here? Well, yes, but we still have a pattern we call extended W. We have a pattern we call W. We have a pattern we call triple bottom, right? So at this particular point, it's an extended W that formed. It confirmation here as well. So the interesting thing is that, like I'm saying, all those who sold as well, they actually will taking it like, okay, this is low. Let me clear and rewrite again. So they'll be like, this is low, okay? And then the current low is lower, and this is also lower, okay? Now, as this is lower, this is a high, and then the highs are also lower. Okay, so lower highs have formed. So now, as lower high formed, definitely they'll be expecting that what a new high will form, which will be what lower than the previous high, and expect the market to go lower than. So it does not matter the concept you use. Any concept can disappoint you. That's why you need to use the logic, the momentum in the market, liquidity, the demand, and the supply. Is that okay? So, on this note, I want to thank you so much for your time tonight. Um, invite someone to learn trading so you guys can better your economy at the end of it. If you have any question, please you raise your hand and then um I'll allow you to unmute and ask you. Thank you so much for your time. Have any question, please? You can raise your hand. You are confused? And also let us know. You have any question? Okay. Azinobu Edwin. Please you can unmute.
Yeah, good evening, boss.
Yes, good evening.
Yeah, thank you very much for this lesson again. I wanted to find out. So does that mean that those that will be copying, we should not put our hope in them like 100%. If
Yes,
I get what you have told us.
yes.
So as you are following them too, you should also be watching the market. Me, I was thinking that once they are experts in the market, once you copy them, you can relax and then maybe put your stop loss and then you relax and then at the time maybe they are closing, then everything will close at once. I don't know if you I'm sure if you can also give us more insight about the copy trading as well.
Okay, all right, that's fine. Thank you. We'll give an update on the copy trade, but we introduce the idea to help those who are actually busy, right? And our own copy trading platform is ready. So I think you can rely on it because we are kind of reliable a little. But the funny thing is that there's no expert in trading. Just like you are driving and then a slight mistake happens and you have an accident, right? And that time your experience doesn't matter. But when the accident actually inform you or you've seen the cause earlier, then your experience can actually help you. So that's how trading actually goes. Yeah. So once a while, these things happen. Just that don't it shouldn't happen frequently and do not allow market to eat into your profit more than 10% per trade. It not to talk of allowing market to go uh, into your account over 50% in one trade. No, that is not a trader. The person is a gambler or doesn't know what he's doing. I think that's what goes wrong. That side. Is that okay?
Yeah, okay. I also want another question.
Yeah.
But this one I just want to find out whether you do dollar trade as well.
Okay, actually, what is arbitrage? That's the first question. For
Mm-hmm.
example, we have many markets in the world. So Asia markets, and in Asia we have many markets within it. So let's say you got dollar from um let's say Japan, or you buy dollar from Japan market, and then you hold that dollar to come and sell in New York market because you analyze that when you buy from this market, you can come and sell in the other market, right? So you buy low and sell high at one side. That's just an arbitrage. But I see the rotation of the fund, and then how do you have the necessary systems to enhance your Swift transactions and the rest? Because see the market is moving within nanoseconds, milliseconds, like super fast. So if you want to arbitrage, you need to really have all the tools available. Okay. So at the end of the day, I realized that many Ponzi schemes and the rest, they leverage on this arbitrage thing and they deceive people at the end. But it's just like buying from one market, selling on another market. Like you buy Bitcoin, 50,000 in Korea market or Japan market, and then you are now selling it in New York market at 50,000, 53 or 54,000, and then you bought 20, so you are making 20,000 on that transaction. I hope you understand, Edwin. Um,
Yeah, yes, please.
thank you. I will still go for foreign exchange trading because they are integrated. What we are doing here, one currency is buying against the other and then selling against the other, so not really different. Wealthy Abby, you can unmute your mic.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Thank you, sir, for the session today. Sir, please, I
Okay.
was using C Trader
Mm-hmm.
today, and I realized that I couldn't edit the options like the take profit, stop
Okay.
loss. It was fixed, and I tried. I couldn't edit it.
It was fixed. Okay, let's look at it here. All right,
Yes, please.
so
And also, mhm,
this is a trade running, right? I right click on it, modify position. Okay. So when you click on modify position, you'll just check. When you come here first, stop loss will be unchecked, take profit will be unchecked. Is that okay? So you just click on the stop loss and type your price. And check on the take profit and also type your price and click on protect. Protect. That's all. So the problem is that when you click it, it was like this. Okay, so you can't type inside. So before you activate it, you just click on the button at the top. Can you see the screen? Abigail. Okay, please unmute your mic.
uh,
Can you see the screen?
yes, please.
So do you
I I
understand
wa-
now?
I understand. I was using my phone, and I was able to do the taking,
Mm-hmm.
but there was a number there that it was still blur. I couldn't change it.
Which number is that?
It was close to the signal you gave us, but it wasn't the exact signal.
It was close to the signal, but it's not the exact signal.
Yes, but then the numbers
Ah.
you get, like one of them was 2025,
Uh-huh.
but the one in the that was set inside the C Trader app
Mm-hmm.
was about 25 point something something.
Yeah, that
And
is just a prediction.
yes, please.
The system predicts for you sometimes. For instance, you see, this trade, I've already said stop loss and take profit. Okay. So mostly when you click on stop loss, you will definitely see some prices activated. That is not the price you want. So
Yes,
you now clean here and type your price. Then it will give you the pips and then the equivalent in dollar and then the percentage drop. If you click on take profit, there will definitely be a default price. Okay. So that default price, you just have to now write your own price. So over here, you ignore everything and then focus on this. And you put in the price you want to put. Because
okay.
when the market is moving, it's expected to um, give you, how do I put it? It's expected to give you, you need to give some distance between take profit and stop loss. So when your value is very close to the stop loss or to the entry of the market, you don't expect it to trigger. You cannot protect your account. So that's what it means. I hope that's clear. So go practice it again and then let me know the feedback. Any other question? Sadat, please unmute your mic.
Boss, good evening.
Good evening, sir.
I want to ask the sessions, for example, New York session, Sydney session. Does it have? Can you use the session, a particular session, to determine the direction of the market?
Yes, 100%.
Let's say the closing of a particular session.
Yes, you can.
Okay.
I will teach you, but let me show you quickly. Now, New York market, okay? New York always ran the market, mostly, in most cases, New York ran the market. So what we've seen here, it's according to session, there is a run, okay? And when you look at this area, this is kind of a consolidation. So these areas are the Asian market. All these areas are an Asian market. Let me just show you here. Um, Let me use. So when you look at this area, then to this whole area is Asian market. Okay. Then this whole area is London. So London will be within this area. Then London close. And then New York run. So what New York will do again is it will reverse the trend. So if the market is destined to close here today, for instance, New York will bring it here before. If the market is destined to close at 2036 or this area, then market will stop there. Then New York Asian market open. The Asian market open, it's expected to do consolidation or a sideways movement or not too much more than 50, 60 pips. Right. Then London session breaks above or below, and then New York runs or reverse the market. Even though United States dollar was weak, the run is in. Is that okay? So that
Yeah.
yeah. So we are going to teach you that skill because it's also a way to determine what to expect in the market. Yeah. And
Okay.
for me, my addiction happened to be I love to do everything with computer. And I have a power cut as well today, so I couldn't really utilize that. But when you understand, you can observe how the Asian market plays, and then observe how the London market play, and then project how the New York will run, and then you can actually pick it from there and make your money. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Right, thank you. Edwin, please unmute your mic. Edwin.
Yeah. I want from Monday. I want to try and deposit. I've created a account, and I
Which
want
account,
to.
please?
I've forgotten the other one. There, I think it's not. I think TopFx or so.
Okay. You want to do what?
TopFx.
Okay.
And deposit so that I will start. But I want to find out, so I want to do a copy training for now as I'm still learning. That's what I wanted to find out. So if I deposit, so will you take me through how to do the copy trading as well?
Definitely, yeah, we have a platform for copy trading and we give updates and education there. So once you are interested to be part of the copy trading team, you can request to be there. And when there's any updates, you will take it through. They will take you through them.
And I also realized that they are running a promotion so that when you deposit $100, you get, I think, 100%
Yeah,
bonus or something.
100% deposit. Yes. We want to take
Oh, okay.
advantage of that.
Yes,
Yeah, what
please.
what happened is that it gives you a boost to
Mm-hmm.
use your equity makes more for you. That is advantage
Mm-hmm.
of bonus.
Oh,
So
okay.
it's not a bad idea.
Yeah. And so the deposit, they accept mobile money or
Yes, they
I've
accept
not.
mobile money. Just
Oh,
go
okay.
to the platform or talk to the person who introduced you to the platform, okay? And then
Okay.
he or she will guide you to make the, but you can use mobile money. With the mobile money, you can deposit up to minimum 700 Ghana cedis, maximum 10,000 Ghana cedis at a go. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. Okay.
So
But
in that
well,
case,
last.
kindly
Mhm.
go through our video that talk about the platforms so that you'll be able
Oh,
to understand the platform very well. Is that okay?
oh, okay. Okay. Okay.
All
But
right.
will it be possible if you recommend one arbitrage uh, platform? I want to
No,
try.
please. No, please. No, I cannot recommend, please. If you give yourself the opportunity to acquire this skill right, you don't need
Mhm.
arbitrage to make money.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And
Okay.
the effort you need to put in place in that arbitrating, one small calculation will destroy you. But you see, when you are trading in the financial market, you control everything by yourself. That is the good
Okay.
thing.
Okay.
Great.
Thanks
All
very
right.
much.
You're welcome. Hi, sir. If I sell at a resistance zone after, okay, let me see. When can we start copying you? Very soon. Um, thank you for wonderful presentation, Ruth. Thank you. When do we start copying you? Hey, I don't want to finish you, please. All right. If I sell at a resistance zone after spotting a bearish engulfing candle, where must I place my Excel? Sometimes the engulfing candle will be so big that the risk reward ratio will be matched if you want to put Excel above the resistance zone. Perfect. Great question. Now, the interesting thing is this: if you are trading with support and resistance, you are applying the law of support and resistance. If you are playing with zone, you put zone application or the law that governs zone. If you are dealing with demand and supply, you need to apply the law of demand and supply. Now, if you're using candlestick, then you have to use the rules that govern candlestick. Now, according to the rule that govern candlestick, when engulfing candlestick happened, you should be able to put your entry on the tip or a little bit above. If it is a pin bar, you put it on the pin bar, right? But what happened is that, do you really confirm it's an engulfing candlestick? Because after the engulf, the swallow is not the real engulfing. Yes, it swallowed it, but you need to wait for confirmation. So if it's a bearish engulfing, then it means that you need to see another bearish candle, maybe a candle with a rejection or Maribozo, depending on your approach of trading. Or yes, now if you spot according to the trend, you must get at least two to three R's, 1 to 2, 3 risk reward. Once your setup did not give you at least 1.5 R or 2.0 R, then it means that you must not take that setup. You are forcing the trade, right? So that is it for, or if you're able to spot it in a momentum where the market move in your direction and you can then quickly put up, what's the name? Trigger your stop loss, then you can give it a shot. But then if you are following the system and the trade, you must always get a confluence. Now, in Dream Deal Academy, you don't use one reason to make a decision in trading. You get a confluence. a confluence, varieties of information, a lot of things to validate the decision you are making, right? That is what we teach you here. So if you are using zone or you are using Fibonacci, maybe it's a continuous trend market and you're using Fibonacci, did the Fibonacci validate your candlestick? And is there a demand created or a supply created? Or is there a zone? If it's a zone, is the market within the zone? If you actually spot it on a zone, you will definitely get a good risk to reward ratio. Sulu, job. That is to your question. All right, so it's exactly 20:02 GMT. Thank you so much for your time. Do have a great weekend. I'll see you guys again on Monday. We may be starting what we call market review on Sunday. If it's going to happen, it mostly happen on Telegram. We'll circulate a link for you to know what to expect in the market for